Hi guys, welcome back to Frankie Kallie, where we take you along on our adventures, share with you our goals, and film weekly vlogs. Today, what are we talking about, Frankie?
So living in Minnesota, we actually just got done getting the canoe out and just getting ready for winter.
Yep, so packed some months worth of groceries in the car. We're about to get 10 feet of snow.
Yeah, oh, can't even see out the window right now, so.
And
it's negative 50 degrees out.
We need to go get our boat in the lake.
Oh, it's actually, it's in the pond.
What was that?
So that was actually a bear.
Yeah, that was a bear. Let's go check it out. Okay.
So there actually wasn't a bear at our door.
It was just a squirrel.
Yeah, we normally have bears. So.
Okay, but in all seriousness, we're gonna take this stuff off because I'm sweating and it's actually summer and it's 80 degrees outside. So we'll be right back. Okay, now that I wasted a good hair day
now I
on
got
a
really
beanie hat. Alright, so in all seriousness, we're going to be talking about what it's like to live in Minnesota. We're going to talk about the seasons, and we're going to have a separate video about all the things that you can do in Minnesota, so be on the lookout for that soon. But we are going to talk about just overall what it's like, because we're sure you're curious. I mean, we've lived here for over 20 years. He's lived here for over 20 years. I've lived here my whole life, so 23 years. And I feel like we have a good lay of the land, a good scope.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We've been everywhere. Everyone in Minnesota has been everywhere in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So
So let's get into it. Should we start with the seasons?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, start just top of the year, winter. It's the dead of winter. What's it like, Frankie?
It is very cold. Like, very, very cold.
Like, for real, you will need a thick winter jacket. I would suggest North Face, Columbia, whatever you need, plus some.
Layers.
Layers.
Lots of layers.
Layers and gloves are your best friend. And also a car with a heated steering wheel. If you have that, utilize it.
Also, it's actually pretty dangerous. It gets like down to negative 30 degrees. Temperature, not wind chill. Wind chill, it gets up to 50, 60 negative.
They'll even cancel school because it's too cold and they don't want students walking outside. Like, that's how bad it is. Cars will die, like the batteries, if they aren't in a garage or in a covered heated area, I guess. And yeah, you're right. And like the icy roads, I mean, I know a lot of places can get that too, but we do have a good plow system, I would say, like salting and plowing.
Sure.
So it doesn't last too long, but it is just, like if you're a newer driver and that's something you're just, is he eating the blinds? So, you know, if you're a newer driver and that's just not something you're used to, I mean, it could be dangerous, but it could be dangerous for anyone. And the snow, you guys, this year, 2021 and 2022, I guess.
We actually didn't get a lot this year, I think.
Okay, we didn't get a lot of snow, but it snowed for a long time. It started snowing in October, and it didn't stop snowing until March, April.
I think we got some snow May 1st.
Yeah, so that, I mean, you guys. But mixed in there, we did have a few 80-degree days, some sunny days. So it's not horrible. It's just like, it feels like it's never ending. And the air gets so dry, your skin gets cracked. But on the positive side, let's reel it back in. There are some positives to it. People are so active in the winters here. They're skiing, snowmobiling, snowshoeing, snowboarding, ice fishing, whatever. What else? I don't even know. I don't go outside in the winter.
Hunting.
Can you hunt in the winter? He's not a hunter. I'm not a hunter.
I have no idea.
But winter is really beautiful. The trees do like get super fluffy and like white. Like it looks like a Christmas, right? Like a Christmas story tale book or something. And people always have up holiday festive lights, and it's very beautiful. It's just long and cold.
So spring, we do get lots of rain as well. We get lots of rain, lots of snow, lots of everything. We are like, we get the most of every season. We really do. Because we get up to 110 degrees in the summer to negative 40 in the winter. Spring is actually like the perfect season because there's not as many bugs. The weather's perfect. It's not as humid. Everyone's starting to get out. Everyone's going to parks. Everyone's running. Everyone's outside walking dogs. Like,
yes, I would agree with you on that. People are so active in the spring because they've been cooped up all winter, especially if you're not winter people like us, and especially if you're not winter people like us and you just kind of sit inside all winter long. So people really take advantage of the spring, and most of the time it is nice weather, but it can fluctuate so much. Like
it got to 30 degrees.
I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say, last night it was 30 degrees, and then today it's 80 degrees. And even during the day, like 2 weeks ago it was back in the 40s, and now it's in the 80s. Like, it's just all across the board. If you're having a spring wedding, I maybe wouldn't do it outdoors in Minnesota because you just never know what you're planning on, and or what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And it does rain a lot. You were right, it does rain a lot. But there are a lot of sunny days as well. There's always a lot of flowers, and the pools start to open up. Lakes are still pretty cold, but people could go to them. I mean, they're pretty cold still,
Yeah.
but yeah, in the winter I feel like we hardly ever see the sun, but recently I feel like we've been seeing the sun a lot, and it's spring.
Yeah, but
It's give and take. Winter and fall, very cloudy. Spring and summer, usually sunnier, but give or take. Okay, summer,
our favorite one.
our favorite season.
Ask anyone in the Midwest in Minnesota. Summer is the best.
I love the heat. I love the humidity. Call me crazy, but I do. I do. I don't appreciate the bugs. I really don't.
Mosquitoes here are bad. You have not lived through mosquitoes until you live here.
For real.
We have 10,000 lakes. Imagine how many mosquitoes that produces.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's bad, you guys. Like, it's even to the point where you can't even go outside and enjoy like a bonfire or eat outside. Like, so if you get treatment for it, like you can treat your yard or your house for it, then it's not as bad. Or, you know, bug spray helps too, I guess. But if you don't have those resources, it can put a damper on your day. And I mean, who doesn't love a summer Friday, taking off early and heading to the lake, right?
Oh yeah.
The lake. You guys, we seriously do have over 10,000 of them. Over 10,000.
I think it's like 11,700 something around that.
But people really do make that like a full-blown hobby. If people could make a living off of boating, I'm sure that they would, because that's just what people do in the summer. They go and sit on a boat and drink and grill out.
YouTube, that's one of the favorites. You can ski, jet ski.
What are they, like sandbars? Is that what they're called? Like you sit in sandbars?
You go to sandbars.
And then a lot of fishing.
A lot of fishing.
Canoeing, kayaking. A lot of kayaking and canoeing. You can even, I forget what those are called, but they're like those bikes that you do on water. I don't know what they're called, but you can do that as well. Campfires, like every night, s'mores. I mean, who doesn't love a good s'more? And
it gets really nice at night.
yeah, it does. It's so fun. Lots of camping too. We have a lot of parks. So if you hear barking in the background, it's our dog Fox, and we're also babysitting another dog, Yoda. So, sorry, but it's happening.
Lake life is the biggest one here.
And golfing. Golfing too.
Golfing's fun.
But golfing's anywhere.
Lake life, 100% is the number one thing to do in the summer. Just find a friend that has a boat.
And like Twins games, do people like those too?
Oh yeah,
Is that a summer thing?
We have all sports, football, baseball, basketball. We have hockey, state of hockey.
All right, last season, you guys, wrapping it up with fall.
Really fun one.
Basic, very basic.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, we do have a lot of trees, so it gets pretty colorful and beautiful here. And there's always like apple orchards and corn mazes, and what else is like fall, like hay rides, like pumpkin patches.
Yes.
It does get pretty chilly here quick though in the fall, so like once October comes around, even like late September sometimes, you start to need to like layer and bundle up. You can't just get away with wearing a t-shirt anymore. And it's kind of fun, right? Because you just went through all of summer and it was so hot and humid, and now the air is kind of getting crisp and cooler. And I just love the change of season. So, and I think everyone does appreciate it as well, because then you kind of get back in like the school's starting, people are starting to slow down, not be as busy. And I don't know, it's just a fun time. Like it feels alive and fresh. I don't know.
Yeah, we have the most fallish fall state. Like all the leaves change colors. Everyone's doing all the fun stuff like pumpkin patching. Patching? Is that a thing?
Going to the pumpkin patch?
Yeah. Or painting pumpkins or carving pumpkins, and we do all that fall stuff, and it fits the environment. Like we have all 4 seasons. The leaves fall off.
So now that we've talked about all the 4 seasons,
in terms of just general living conditions, how much you need to live here, it's generally pretty cheap everywhere, unless you're going to Minneapolis, of course. That's any big city.
Or some of the suburbs too, yeah.
Most you don't need a big salary to live here. You won't struggle. Especially
if you live, like he mentioned, outside of the cities, like in southern Minnesota or northern Minnesota, like a small town like Mankato or St. James, or I don't know about Rochester. I'm not too familiar with Rochester because I don't go there often, but it really is like a great quality of life living here. The people are so friendly. Minnesota Nice is a real thing. I will admit to that. And it's really a great state. Like, a lot of people take pride in where they live. It's always super clean. I've never seen a dirty town or downtown or anything, really.
It's a lot of farmers.
Lots of farms, yes, that is for sure. And, I mean, the more north you go, the more foresty it gets, I would say. Like, more foresty, is that a right word?
The more lakes you'll find, the more parks you'll find.
More pine trees, more camping, more lumberjacking, like what he was wearing. It's more like stereotypical what you would think of Minnesota, right? And then the more like south, like mid-state you get is the more like metropolitan area. The closer you get to Iowa, more farms. Like, it's just kind of all over. And we do have really nice airports here as well. Well, one airport. Well,
no, we have two.
There's a few other
main airports.
Two main airports, and they're both really nice. And we have the Mall of America.
That's fun.
That is very fun, but just great shopping all over in general. And we have great restaurants too, especially in the Minneapolis area. I mean, we have like a lot of amazing chefs and restaurants, so that's always fun. And the education system here is really great. We have a lot of wonderful colleges. We have both public and private, K through 12 and universities.
Yep. Education is really good here. We're actually one of the #1 states for education, so that's a pretty cool statistic in case you want your kids living here and want to put them through the school system. It's good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Some big industries are farming, like agriculture in general for sure. And kind of fitting into that is just manufacturing, such as like General Mills, Kraft Heinz, like food, whatever else up is.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of manufacturing and agricultural stuff. And
we have big iron plants up north. We have Lake Superior, Duluth. If you're really looking for the outdoorsy kind of adventure or just scenic views, definitely go to Duluth. Duluth and past Duluth is going to be just absolutely gorgeous. You will not regret going. So that pretty much wraps it up. If you can go through our harsh winters, then you can enjoy the really fun summers that we have here with the 10,000 lakes. Yeah, living here is great. We love it.
It is. It's really awesome. And I mean, all of our friends and family are here, so it's a great state. And it really does feel like home. And I think it would be a great spot for anyone who is looking just to settle down in a place that is just like comfortable, doesn't take a lot of adjusting to get used to, and wants familiar, friendly faces or environments, especially in like smaller towns. Alright, you guys, so that wraps up the video of what it's like to live in Minnesota. If you have any questions or comments, let us know in the description. Down below. Please. We'll leave a few other things in the description bar if we can think of anything. But otherwise, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. We really do hope that you enjoy Minnesota if you plan to move here. We know that we have really loved it for our time that we have lived here, but we are planning to move. And we really appreciate you guys. We hope that you have an amazing day. Please remember to like and subscribe. It really does support our channel. And push the notification bell so you get notified every time we upload. Let us know if you have any questions or comments down below. Otherwise, we hope you have a great day. We really appreciate you. And do you have anything else to say?
No, that pretty much wraps it up. Honestly, if you guys have any questions at all, we've been here for a lot of years, so we have a lot of experience here, working, how jobs are here. Any questions, just let us know, please.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.